It was a warm afternoon when Angela Parker, an accomplished African-American woman in her mid-40s, stepped out of the courthouse parking lot after finishing an important hearing. Dressed in a professional Navy suit, she walked confidently toward her sleek black luxury sedan, a vehicle she had purchased just a few months earlier. As she unlocked the car and placed a briefcase on the passenger seat, she noticed a police officer approaching quickly, suspicion written all over his face. Without any greeting or explanation, the officer shouted, "Step away from the vehicle. This car doesn't belong to you." Angela froze, stunned at the accusation. She calmly replied, "Officer, this is my car. I have the keys in my hand, and my documents are inside." But the officer ignored her words, already convinced by his own prejudice. The officer's tone grew harsher. "I don't want excuses. I've had reports of stolen vehicles in this area, and you fit the profile." His eyes scanned her from head to toe, making it clear what profile he was referring to. Angela, who had spent her entire career fighting against injustice, felt a familiar sting of indignation. Yet, instead of raising her voice or becoming defensive, she remained poised. "Officer," she said firmly, "I assure you, this car is mine. Would you like to see my license and registration?" But before she could retrieve the papers, he reached for his radio, as though preparing to call in a suspect. A small crowd of bystanders began to gather, whispering about the scene. Some shook their heads in disbelief while others took out their phones to record. Angela knew this could escalate quickly, but she also knew she held a powerful truth that would turn the situation upside down. Slowly, she reached into her purse and pulled out her official identification card, not just any ID, but her judicial credentials. Holding it up with steady hands, she said in a voice that carried both authority and calm, "Officer, I think you should take a closer look at who you're speaking to. I am Judge Angela Parker, presiding judge of this county." The officer's face turned pale. He froze mid-sentence, staring at the badge that confirmed her words. His arrogance crumbled instantly into embarrassment. The murmurs in the crowd grew louder, with some even laughing at the sudden twist. "A judge?" One person muttered in astonishment, realizing the gravity of his mistake. The officer stammered, I apologize. Your Honor, I didn't realize." Angela fixed her gaze on him, not with anger, but with the quiet strength of someone who had endured such assumptions far too often. "Perhaps next time, officer," she said steadily, "you'll realize that appearances do not determine who someone is